People like to have choices. So don't be afraid to be somebody's choice and somebody's cup of tea. Okay. So that is that on the where is it going? Not only do we want to make sure we know the neighborhood makeup, we also want to make sure that we know who else is in it, if there's too many dominating agents in there, or if there's still room for us to get in and establish a foothold. All right, we are live. Welcome to Monday's live training. It's been a while since I've done them, and I figured it's time to get back to them because you guys have so many awesome questions you've posted in the group, and I want to make sure we answer them. So, if you want a copy of today's training, and so you don't have to take notes, enjoy your lunch. If you're on the go, just comment cheat sheet below, and we're going to make sure we'll get that over to you. And then I'm going to go ahead, pull up the comment section, and we're going to talk about the 3 things you need to know before mailing anything. So I'm really excited. So for those of you guys just hopping on or new to the group, we used to do these trainings, and I love providing you guys with the answers to some of your most common questions. So let's dive in. One of the things that I want to make sure everybody is aware is, who is this for? I see so many mailers being sent, and I want to make sure that we get clear first. Who is it that you're targeting? Who is it that your mailer is supposed to reach? And who is it that you want to attract with your message and ultimately work with and close more homes, right? So first things first, our mailer cannot attract everybody. I wish that I can send a mailer and out of my farm of 5,000 people, 5,000 people are going to say, yes, I want to work with you. Like, no, sadly they don't, right? But I want to make sure that I have goals in mind that I can measure. I want to know, who is my mailer supposed to attract? How many people are on this route that I am looking to mail to that are my ideal person, the person that I could have 100 clients of? I got a client right now and I'm like, they are not my ideal client. Like, they're really, really draining me. And I love what I do, but you know how it is. If you and your client just don't see eye to eye, it becomes an uphill struggle, right? All right. Now, also, who is this for? What is your ideal person struggling with, right? So one of the things that I noticed is, like, I don't work with millennials, okay? It's just, I do if I have to, but most of my clients are older and they have different struggles than many of my younger buyers. And my messaging on my mailers is geared towards my older sellers. How can I make sure that we can make things easier for them? So, what do you need to know before mailing anything? First of all, who? Who is this for? And if you know that, then we can move on into our second thing that you need to know before you mail anything. What is the second thing? Well, where is it going, right? Now, where is it going? Meaning, who's living in your target area? Like, if you are looking to mail to a target area, you should know who's living there. I want you to know who's in your neighborhood. If you are mailing to your geographic farm, I want you to really dive deep. Who's in there? I want you to know the household. Like, is it a 3-people household, a 4-people household? I want you to know, what is the median age? I want you to know what's the median income, right? Blue collar, white collar, like, what's the makeup of the neighborhood? And remember, if you want a copy of everything that we're going to talk about, just comment cheat sheet below, and we'll make sure after this live, we'll circle around and get you the cheat sheet of the life chest sheet. I like that one too. Here's a chest sheet right there. Cheat sheet. Okay. So We want to make sure that we know where it's going, okay? Where is just as important as to who is this mail piece for. If you're sending out a mail piece and it is going to a place where you do not have your ideal person living, how good is that, right? You can have a perfect message and everything is right, but if you're mailing it somewhere, right? Where? Somewhere that they don't have your ideal person, you're going to fall on flat ears and nobody's going to actually take action on your mailer. So we want to make sure the where is important. Now, also, I always get the question of, is there more than one person dominating the area? Should I still target it? Where is important, right? Now, if there's already 2 or 3 agents in there and you're trying to get a foothold in it, that's going to be hard. It's not only going to be hard, but that's also going to be expensive. So you want to make sure that the where is also centered around dominating agents, right? So do I think just because there's a person in there that you cannot go in there as well? No, I actually think that if there is only one dominating agent in there is still enough room because people like choices, right? You might be somebody's cup of tea versus somebody else that says, like, I can't stand that person and I rather work with somebody else, but they don't have another choice that is right in front of them because agents think, oh, somebody's already dominating. People like to have choices. So don't be afraid to be somebody's choice and somebody's cup of tea. Okay. So that is that on the where is it going? Not only do we want to make sure we know the neighborhood makeup, we also want to make sure that we know who else is in it, if there's too many dominating agents in there, or if there's still room for us to get in and establish a foothold. Fun fact, I went into an area where there was a dominating agent, and I am doing pretty well in that neighborhood, even though there was somebody with an established foothold. So don't be scared. All right, last one. Looking at my notes. And again, if you want the cheat sheet, we'll send this one out. Just comment cheat sheet below. We'll get that over to you. But the third thing I really want you to know is, how much will it cost? Because you need, from a business aspect, have a budget in mind, right? Now, also, if this is a campaign within your existing farm, will you target the same household more than once? My answer is you should, yes. We cannot just go in once and done, and then we're going to get business. Crazy fact, one of the stories that just released said that some consumers need 47 touches before they do business with somebody. 47. That's a lot of touches, guys. So if you're looking to get into an existing area, my mantra is always hit the same people more than once. Okay. So that is really, really important when it comes time to you to establish yourself as the authority in your neighborhood. So look at the budget. Is there a follow-up campaign? Is there something else that you're doing? What is your budget looking like? I wish mailers were free. They are not. And if you stay tuned, I'm going to give you my ultimate hack as the very last point today of how to make it affordable. But you need to look at your budget. There is a budget with mailers, okay? And sometimes that budget is something that scares people away. Like, I get that. Because when I got my very first mailer quote, I looked at it and said, I can't afford that. I'm going to be walking my flyers a little longer. So the budget that you need to have for mailers, again, is definitely a little more. But let's put it in perspective. Let's assume mailing to your target area once is going to cost you $300, okay? $300, that would be the equivalent to about $10 a month in Facebook ads. But $10 a month in Facebook ads is something where we all think, oh yeah, I can do that as a business expense, $10 a day, and they just kind of, run your credit card, all good. Now, if we take that budget once a month and say, here's $300 for that one round, why is this more valuable? Guys, you're watching on Facebook. I am not an anti-social media person. But if I am going to call your phone right now, you're going to answer the phone, then you're going to have something else coming up, you are immediately distracted. If you are not, maybe you are trying to find the life, maybe you're going to remember it later, maybe you're going to forget about it. Like, unless you have high motivation to just say, I need to go back and find this video that I just watched, it's going to be lost in our social media feed. And this happens to your customers. This is why I really, truly feel the investment of something that is tangible, something that you can touch, that you can hold, that you can have, is something that I would rather spend money on than $10 a day on Facebook ads. That's just my personal belief on something tangible in today's world. If I'm going through my mail, people typically do not have their phone in their hand. They have the phone on the side. They might be listening to something, but they're also having two hands to go through the mail. Okay, so their focus is much, much higher than trying to first up catch their attention and then go about all of this. Okay, so remember, this one is the cheat sheet for today. So make sure you comment cheat sheet if you want a copy of it and just have all those bullet points in front of you. But this is really, really important when it comes to figuring out if I want to send out a mailer, like how much will it cost me? I just sent one to print with my printer this morning, and it's probably going to cost me about, ready for that one? Between $800 to $900. Okay, but it's going to 5,000 homes. I'm reaching 5,000 people on that one. And in case you're wondering, how is it only this much? Brings me to my last secret, vendor partners. I am a big, big, big believer in vendor partnering because of the benefit for everybody involved. Okay, we can make it more affordable with vendor partners. Anybody that's involved in the real estate transaction is a great vendor partner. Anybody that has something to do with the house is a phenomenal vendor partner. Vendor partners are people that you partner with and you get co-branded material out there. And it's one of those things that is heavily underutilized in mailer marketing. And I want to make sure that you're really putting your person right there with you on the mailer. Maybe you have a favorite cleaning company, and maybe they're saying, you know what, we would love to fill another 5 to 10 homes a month to book out our calendar. Like, you have the opportunity to connect them with the right people in the right area along with you, simply by adding them into your marketing message. Okay, so there you have it. 3 things to know before mailing out anything. Let's recap. First up, who is it for, right? Who are you going to target with your mail piece? It cannot be everybody. We talked about that, right? You want to know where are the struggles, where can you help? And this is the message your mailer really needs to hone in on. Number 2, where is it going? You need to know the neighborhood demographics, the neighborhood makeup. The just listed and just sold mailers are, for my team, icing on this on the cake. Why? Because they are much more sporadic in terms of being sent to certain people, unless they're in my farm, that I want to make sure, like, who is it that I'm really trying to attract? Okay, that is number 2. And then again, remember, somebody's cup of tea. You are somebody's cup of tea. If there's already another dominating agent in there, don't be scared. It's just going to take a little bit extra effort, but you will be somebody's cup of tea. And then number 3, how much will it cost? Okay, make sure that you have the entire strategy in your head of what you would like it to look like. If you are the consumer, would you pick up the phone based on one thing alone? I just said 47 touches. That's a lot of touches. How can we increase our touches? Okay. All right. I hope this helped you. I saw all your cheat sheet comments. So if you haven't commented cheat sheet already, Make sure you comment cheat sheet for a free copy of today's cheat sheet. And then thank you guys so much for hanging out. We promise we're going to keep these short and sweet. And happy Monday. Have a fantastic rest of your week. And I cannot wait to connect with you on the next episode next Monday, right here inside the Hyperlocal Agent at 12 p.m. Central Standard. Bye, guys. There, hopefully this was super helpful information. I am wanting to take a quick second and actually let you know about something absolutely amazing that is coming up very, very soon. First off, why listen to me? I am a best-selling author of the book Success with Real Estate Mailers, and I have an awesome invitation for you, absolutely free. I do run a bootcamp once a quarter that I would love to invite you in. This bootcamp is filled with mailer examples, neighbor statistics mailers that are guaranteed to getting results, fun mailers for agents to send and get seller leads. Did you know that actually I sent a mailer and got a listing in 5 days? What do you think? Would you like to send a mailer such as the ones that I am showing you right here that will generate interest and not get discarded in the trash? Mailers like this one is what makes our business run. There's no Facebook ads we're running, no Zillow leads that we're using. Mailers is where it's at, and I hope I get to invite you to the bootcamp, 100% free. Take a peek, check out if it's right. MailerMomBootcamp.com is the URL, and sign up is free, sign up is open, so I hope to see you on the next bootcamp.